for Wellness Wednesday. I get the floor a little bit, which is sort of fun. I've had a lot of things this week that I wanted to talk about. And one is digestion, because that's been a lot on my mind, and I've been studying a lot about it this spring. So I may do that live on Facebook tomorrow. If you are in the Good Living Facebook group, the wellness private group that I have, you also get to see it live, interact, ask questions if you have any. So I invite you to do that. I will put the link later in the chat to that if you want to join it, and then you can join me live with any questions, because I'm going to show you some of my tips and tricks that I use in the kitchen. I don't use really many supplements, if any. I signed up for a detox this spring with an Ayurvedic doctor because I wanted to learn from him. And he sent me this really nifty box of stuff. And I looked at it and I looked at the ingredients and I said, oh, beets, I can get those. Coriander, cumin, fennel, ginger, got that. Cinnamon, got that. Some of the mushrooms and the mangista, I don't have that. Got ashwagandha. I can do this with what's at the grocery store and in my own kitchen. And I've been doing it this way for a long time. Turmeric is the other one that was in there. That's really, really good as both a digestive, anti-inflammatory, you name it. Helps detox your liver and your gallbladder. Your kitchen is where your health is at. Hippocrates said, let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. So I will give you that link to the Good Living group if you want to join me there. And I guess I'm dedicated now. I'm going to do that live tomorrow morning. So I wanted to look tonight, though, talk a bit about health programs and regimens, because there's a million of them out there. As I was looking at different detoxes and how I wanted to lead my people and the information I wanted to give them, I realized there's a million of them out there. And there's a lot of box stuff that you can buy. There's a lot of people to follow. Some of them work for some people, some of them not for others. One of the keys is to remember that you're a holistic being. In Ayurveda, they describe that as 5 or bodies that make you. So I'm not a great artist like Mark is, but bear with me. Oh, that's not even close. This is supposed to be kind of like a gingerbread man. So you've got your external body that everybody sees. Just to the inside of that is your energetic body.
Here's the black one.
Oh, thanks. That's your energy, your vitality, your breath body. It goes by all of those terms, and that's how you can kind of understand that. Breath is life. You know, you only make it a few minutes if you don't breathe, because that's how important it is. And so you actually have a layer that's called vitality, or your breath body. Getting tight. Next layer, that's your mind and emotions. That's a part of you. You actually have a layer that's for your intuition. Those ideas that come up where God speaks to you, your gut feelings, that's what that is. You actually have a layer that's dedicated to that. And in Ayurveda, we deal with that. The last one, they call it your bliss body, your core. I understand it as that's the part of you that's eternal. It's in there, right in the center of things. In Ayurveda, I love it because it treats you as a holistic, as a whole entire person. So when I'm talking to somebody and saying, well, what's going on with you? Oh, all your physical stuff. How are your emotions, your stability? How's your thinking? Is brain fog an issue? An initial conversation, sometimes your spirituality comes up, sometimes not. I have a particular place I operate from. But your level of spiritual clarity, your even as profound as your relationship with God, comes from all of these layers. If your body's not working well, your spirit's not going to work well. Your mind's going to be fuzzy. You won't feel very vital. Emotions might be unstable. They all tie together 100%. So when you look at health programs and you look at things that you want to do, try, and so on, notice if they're holistic. Do they treat you holistically? Health is wealth. If you have your health, you can do anything. You probably already know. I know some of you do because you've just shared bits and pieces here and there. If you don't have your health, you get to a point where you're willing to do anything to get it back. It's more important than your money. You'll invest a lot of time to get your health back. Health comes from integrity. Bringing integrity between all 5 of these bodies. You can look at, when it comes to health, integrity with your time. That's part of who you are and being a holistic person. Are the things that you spend time on bringing you more wealth, aka health? Or, couch potato, is that helping your body? Do you have a few minutes to spare? Not waste. Never waste time. That's a really bad idea. Never kill time either. That's also a really bad idea. If you have a couple minutes to invest, how do you do it? How do you spend your time? Your money? Is your money bringing you things that bring vitality to you? Or, are you nickel and diming yourself? I had to think about that today. I bypassed a latte because I was listening to this book on tape. And I thought, oh yeah, integrity with my money. Relationships. You are an average. You are most like the 5 people you spend the most time with. So who are those people? Are they bringing you up to bigger and better things? Or are they helping you maintain the status quo? And mind you, in nature, if you're not growing, you're dying. Just go stand outside and look. If there is anything in nature that is status quo or just maintaining, I'd like to know what it is. Nature's always growing, always growing. So if you have a community around you, 5 people closest to you, that aren't pushing you to be bigger and better, take a look at what's your health like? What's your wealth doing there? Your spiritual health. Are you in integrity with where you want to be spiritually? How about your purposes? Is your goal in life a growth goal? How are you getting there? Are the things that you're choosing to do with your time and your money and your relationships in integrity with what your purpose is and why you're here? These are all just things to look at. I'm just giving you a lot of food for thought today. And take it down, give it some time, because health is everything. So are you working hard or are you getting results? I thought that was a pretty good question, because we're trained to say, oh, you work hard and you make money. But really, what you want to get in your life is not working hard, it's results. What are the results that you want? Is your health program bringing you into integrity with all 5 of your bodies? And then as you get these working together, is it bringing you into integrity and into health in all areas of your life? How about your homestead and your farming practices? We've honed that over the years, bringing what we do and how we do it into integrity with what we believe and what we value and care about, so that it brings the whole system and to health, and bringing ourselves into that as well. We need our health. If we don't have our health, we can't take care of our homestead and our farm. If you are not healthy, you're not in integrity, and you are out of integrity with your farm system, and that is a state of disease. So it's important to think about these things. It's important to your homestead and your farm. If you don't farm and you just support a farmer, talk to them about it. See how that's working. There's a lot of farmers, so we've heard it talked about as a triple bottom line, where you look at not just your profit bottom line, but you also look at how it's working for the other areas that are really important to you. Family and relationships, faith, your time, all of these should be part of your bottom line, should be part of your farmer's bottom line. Sometimes though we're so busy serving, we don't take time to assess it, to assess your total wealth, your total health. So take some time. I was listening to Benjamin Hardy. If you ever want to look him up, he's pretty cool. A lot of ideas. But what he said, and he was quoting someone else that I don't remember, get advice from people who are already where you want to be. There's a lot of people giving a lot of advice out there. It's kind of one of the downsides of the internet. And Facebook. And I know Mark's mentioned that too. You go onto these forums and you ask a question, and there are a lot of people that will throw down an answer. The ones to listen to are the ones that say, yeah, I did that, or this has been my experience. The people that have just read about in textbook, yeah, they're going to tell you what the textbook says. But if you really want to get something done, you really want to improve your health, you really want more vitality in your body, or your mind and emotions, or your spirit, get it, or your homestead, how you homestead. Mark did a consult today from a guy, and it was really productive for both of them. Get advice from people who are already where you want to be. So, on that note, I want to invite you to a conversation. I have a course starting, and you're welcome to talk to me about whether or not abundant living is for you. If you want to live abundantly, to have vitality and resilience. So if you get sick, you get well quick and you don't get as sick. That's resilience. It's not that you're never going to get sick. It's that your body can handle it and you can come back from it. You can handle a lot of stress. You don't operate from an empty cup or an empty energy bank account because you have the self-care skills to deal with a big week, to deal with a crisis with people. That's resiliency. Talk to me, message me, and I'd love to have a conversation about that. If you're interested in upping your game a little bit so that you can handle what's going on outside on the homestead this summer.